Okay, last time we were discussing about the potential step under diffusion control. Reaction what we have considered is O plus Ne goes to R, and what we have done is that we applied the potential step, okay, which is changing from initial potential E1 to E2. If you remember that the redox potential for this reaction is somewhere in between, and what the response we get is kind of this. And we solved mathematics for it by applying some what we say boundary condition to fixed diffusion law. If you remember, what we had done last time is that this is the fixed diffusion law equation. And we put boundary conditions, if you remember. So boundary condition was that at t is equal to 0, the concentration of O is getting into R. The concentration of O is always CO star, that is bulk concentration at all value of X. And another limit we have is concentration of O at xt, okay, limit x tends to infinity is always equal to CO star at all value of t. Under this boundary condition, what we have solved this differential equation, and I am not going to solve. Last time I have seen already this part, okay, and the solution for this under this boundary condition, what we get is this. This equation is called Cottrell equation, and as you can see, the current is changing with time, with half of current is a function of time with the function t raised to minus half, okay, and that's why we see that kind of response. Okay, this is just the part of thing we have done. So it is a very simple rudimentary kind of mathematical treatment for applying this step potential to the electrode immersed in the solution of O, and reaction what we are doing is O plus Ne goes to R. Today what we have planned is to explain to you another important electroanalytical technique, which again under diffusion control. Planar electrode is under diffusion control, where instead of applying step potential, we are going to apply the potential is going to change with time. For example, what we are going to see today in the technique where potential or applied potential of the electrode is changing with time, linearly with time. It will go to some value which is called switching potential, and then it comes down to original point. And since the potential is cycled, okay, it's kind of triangular wave, the technique is called cyclic voltammetry. Already we have done the experiment of cyclic voltammetry, okay, in our MSc second year lab. I just first my plan is to explain to you the qualitatively how the current changes with time when you apply such a triangular function to the electrode, okay, and then we are going to solve the mathematics. So when you apply the potential electrode, what is going on at the electrode? First we will see this is the electrode side, and this is the field states of the metal. That's how we represent the metal using band theory, and this is the Fermi level. and we have redox. What is our redox? What reaction we are studying? O plus Ne goes to R, if you remember. And my redox potential of the species is somewhere here. Let us see. And this is my energy axis. Now I am connecting this electrode to the battery with negative terminal because I am interested in reduction reaction. So what will happen? When you apply negative terminal of the battery to the electrode, then we are as if we are pouring the electrons in the electrode, and now what we are getting, basically the level of the Fermi level starts shifting as if we are pouring water in the well. Okay, and at particular point what will happen? We apply more and more negative potential. At particular point, the electronic energy in the electrode is higher than the energy of the redox, which is acceptor states, which has acceptor states in the solution, and electron will start jumping from here to here. Okay, and then since this such electron transfer leads to some current, there is a passage of current across the electrode-electrolyte interface. Okay, and this is called cathodic current. So current will flow across the interface. Okay, and you try to see near the electrode surface what is going on. Near the electrode surface, initially when potential is less than the redox potential, then what will happen here? Then your concentration of O will be uniform near the electrode surface. That means concentration of O is identical at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to infinity. But once my potential is higher than the redox potential, the redox reaction will occur and concentration of all O will getting converted into R, and concentration of O will decrease. And if you have to represent that, exactly what will happen? The concentration of O will decrease near the interface, at electrode-electrode interface. There will be less O available near the electrode surface because some of the O is getting converted into R. So if you try to see the current response for that, at this point, since there is potential is less than that of redox potential, no current will flow, and your current versus potential, if you try to plot, current is somewhere very near to 0. But when potential is just above the redox potential, then current will flow, and due to which your current will start flowing like this. And then if you apply more and more potential, more and more driving force we are applying to the electrode, and then what will happen over here is that at some certain point you will find that this electrode, you will find that there are no redox, there is no O near the electrode surface. So now it is called depletion, and this layer is called depletion layer. Okay, and what will happen then? At that point, since there is no O to accept the electron, then what will happen? The current will start decreasing. Okay, but will it come to 0? The answer is no. Why? Because now there is concentration gradient will be created across electrode and electrolyte. Okay, and this is higher concentration, this is low concentration, then your O will start diffusing from the bulb to the electrode surface. Okay, and reaction will become diffusion control, and what we get, instead of coming 0, it will settle somewhere here, and this current basically is diffusion control current. If you reverse the potential after switching potential, then what will happen? Then again you are now decreasing the potential, then at certain point now O is now formed near the electrode-electrolyte interface. Okay, and what will happen now? Exactly reverse thing will happen. Now then the R is getting into O. Okay, because now electron will see lower energy in the electrode side. Okay, then if you reverse what will happen to that? Because exactly complementary current response will get. Okay, and kind of plot we get is like this, and this is called cyclic rotamogram. Okay, and the important aspects of cyclic rotamogram is you can determine basically the redox potential or standard reduction potential of this reaction O plus N equals to R.